Alright guys, Alex from 734 Speed here, and we're back with another episode, getting back into the Mazda. So let's see what we're about to get into. Alright, so I know I said in the last episode that the next video you guys will see is pulling the axles and then actually pulling the motor. However, the more I got into thinking about things, the more I realized I just want to gut everything on this motor and get it to the point where I can pull it out of the car, pull the trans off, and then just put it right in the Cork Sport shipping crate and send it right back to them. Because I only have one engine stand, so I don't want to have to wrestle with taking the injectors off, PCV plate, all this little tiny things that are on here still, while the engine's just hanging from my engine hoist. So with that being said, what we'll do is we'll remove the coils, valve cover, VVT solenoid. I need to order a new one of those for the new motor. We'll get stuff off like these lift points because I'll just use the the bolts and washers that Cork Sport used, and then I can just put their tie-down straps right back on it and put it, the engine exactly how I found it when the new one was shipped out. So we'll just start from the top, work our way down. Valve cover, VVT, these little lift points. We'll get our high pressure fuel pump cam lobe off, the water spout neck with the EGR delete and all that stuff will come off. We'll get our high pressure fuel pump line off, clutch slave cylinder, PCV plate, injectors, water neck over here, probably the water pump if we can. I don't know if that'll hit the frame rail. Got to do some research on that. I did actually decide to delete the AC, so I don't know if we'll pull the lines all the way off in this video or not. I did buy the tools needed to do that, but we'll just completely strip this down. Exhaust manifold will come off, and like I said, we'll just get this ready to go straight in Cork Sport's engine box. So I guess we'll start off first by just taking off our coil packs and spark plugs. Alright, so we got the coil packs out, we got the valve cover, the camshaft position sensor out, we got the spark plugs out. We also took off this this hook that kind of, you use it for a mounting point to jack the motor out of the car, and I put in this washer and bolt that Cork Sport used. So our next step will be to remove this valve cover, just by removing all these Allen bolts all the way around and in the middle. Those are from Race the Ticks. It's a small Instagram company I found that makes really cool little dress-up parts for the motor. And these little accent bolts were cheap. I think it was like 20 bucks, and they look really dope. So hit them guys up. Quality parts there. Alright, so we got the valve cover off. Next step is to take our VVT solenoid out. It's just held in place by one bolt right down there, and I believe it just pulls right upwards. There may be another bolt right there. I don't know. This is my first time pulling the solenoid, so we'll see what happens and I'll report back. So that was just one 8mm bolt right there holding the VVT solenoid on. The next thing I'm going to do is take our high pressure fuel pump right off in one big piece. So I'm going to take the pump and the cam lobe off. There's 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 right there, 4. And then we also have to take off this fuel line right here. I believe that's a 19 and a 17 mil, and I believe these are 10 mils. So once we get those 4 bolts off, this whole entire housing should just come right off. Alright, so the cam lobe came off just fine. Now we're going to move this water neck. Looks like there's 4 bolts holding it on, and the 2 bolts on the bottom also look to be holding this fuel line in place. So we'll get that off. I do have a replacement fuel line. It's the Cork Sport high pressure braided fuel line. So that'll be coming off too, as well as the water neck. Alright, so we got the water neck off. It was 3 8mm bolts and a 10mm bolt holding that on, and that fuel line came right off with it. So now that we got kind of the side and the top kind of all taken apart. I guess our next step would be, let's just get this manifold out of the way. All the bolts are, I think there's like 8 or 9, maybe 10 of them, who knows. Just all scattered along here. If the studs come out with it, oh well, I'm going to be doing all new bolts and studs for the new manifold anyways. So let's get that exhaust manifold out. Alright, so we got that exhaust manifold off, and I also put in one of those bolts and washers that Corksport used for a mounting bolt. I guess our next step to do is start pulling stuff off the front of this engine. We'll start with the 4 injectors, move to the PCV plate, this water neck outlet, probably the water pump. Some of these things I'm going to leave on here just because, like, the pulleys will be easier to get off when the motor's out. Probably like the oil drain and oil feed line nipples. Those will be easy enough to get when it's out. That way I don't have to crawl underneath just to get those 2 tiny little things. But yeah, let's continue stripping the front of this motor down, get those injectors out. Alright, so we got the injectors out. Those are easy enough. Basically a Torx bolt goes in to each injector, and it's got kind of like a claw that goes in and holds the injectors in. The next step, we're going to take off this water neck, and that is held in place by, it looks like, only 3 bolts. So we'll get those out and then move to our Damon PCV plate. Alright, so that was actually the thermostat. That was held in place by 3 bolts. Be careful, it will spill coolant everywhere. But anyways, thermostat's out. Let's move on to the Damon PCV plate. And that'll pretty much finish up the front of this motor, other than the clutch cylinder, slave cylinder, sorry. Which I do need to figure out first how to remove this line without fucking that up before I pull this off. So that'll be for later. Probably when we do the transmission stuff. But this engine's pretty much bare, which is nice to see. Alright, so the PCV plate is off, and this engine's pretty much stripped down to nothing, guys. All I have left to do is, after I pull the engine, I will get rid of all these exhaust manifold studs, that oil drain fitting down there, as well as that oil feed fitting down there by that pulley. Once the motor's out, I will also get the water pump and all the other pulleys off the side, just because my frame rail's in their way. So yeah, that'll end this episode. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, thumbs up, comment any questions you have. I know this is a nice short episode after that long one that we had last time. So that is it for now. Thank you again for watching, and on the next episode, I promise this thing is coming out.